Alright guys, let's start 2019 out on the right foot. Thought I'd start your New Year's Day off with a little preview of a couple of things that'll be coming up. Obviously one of the first things, this is the new ATAX FGX pattern. This is what's replacing the older FG pattern. This particular garment is, in case you're not familiar, one of my buddy over at 0241 Tactical, one of his smock light jackets. It's a zip up version. The top jacket that he does is a pullover version. This is just a single layer of material, so it's just meant to be an outer garment. You can actually wear it like a BDU top since it's single layer, or layer your winter layers underneath it, and then you've got your outer layer and your camo pattern. I've got other videos up on the jackets themselves. What we'll be looking at specifically is the FGX pattern. This is also one of his fleece beanie caps in FGX as well. He can do all of it, the FGX, the IX, the AUX. He's got net gaiters, balaclavas, the beanies, the jackets, the pullovers. I mean, it's a good gamut there. So along with this, in case most of y'all haven't heard, True Spec is going to be releasing their new uniforms in all the X patterns as well. And yes, I will be picking some of those up. So we'll be getting some camo tests going on with definitely the FGX. If I can score some, might even do some AUX, just for fun and giggles. Sometimes people are surprised how well the arid urban type patterns actually work in the woods and the versatility that they can bring. So FGX is going to be one of the first things we roll out for the year. If you want to get a jump, go ahead and get your orders in with 241 Tactical in the FGX, AUX, IX, whichever ones float your boat the best. On a somewhat related note, I have got Cordura material in over at UW Gear, my business, in the FGX and AUX to go with the IX I was already doing. So between what 241 Tactical's got, what True Spec's going to have, what I'll have gear-wise at UW Gear, and even a couple other manufacturers that I hope to try to talk to and see if they're going to be doing anything in the ATAX patterns. You might just be able to hit the ground running by the end of January with everything in the new patterns. And I'm really looking forward to it. I've played around with this a little bit, and the fluorescent lighting here in the shop throws the colors off a little bit. So what you're seeing probably is going to be a combination of me not having a fancy high-end expensive camera that I can adjust all the settings on, and the fluorescent lighting in here. So this isn't necessarily a 100% true representation of what you're seeing. Now once I get outside, it should be a little bit more accurate in actual sunlight. But initial thoughts are, I really like this pattern a lot. You guys know the IX pattern is probably my favorite pattern. This is going to be giving it a run for its money, especially in my area. So the good thing is, with those three patterns now, you can really tailor it to your area and maybe even get a two-part system of a summer and winter pattern setup, or maybe an urban and woodland setup. Maybe if you're going to have plans to do stuff in both environments, it gives you some versatility and option. The other good thing is all three patterns will cross over and work with the others to various extents, so you can mix and match and just really get some killer camo effects. And that's not even counting the snow pattern that ATAX has, and you'll have to forgive me because I just had a brain fart and I cannot remember what the snow pattern is. I apologize, but there is an X version of the snow pattern, and then there's also their ghost pattern, which is their true urban pattern, which those look kind of interesting too. I'm typically not interested in urban type patterns, but the ghost actually doesn't look bad. It's the first one I've seen that I actually go, that might be fun to play with. So, because it's not winter time here in the shop yet, and these are extremely efficient, y'all will forgive me while I have a slight headgear change. Get back to my preferred accoutrement. And so, what else are we working on? Alright, I can't show you everything because everything's not here yet, but this little job right here is a AR pistol that I've put together for my youngest son, but just so that he could have a little versatility, because this is what he really wanted, was a 9mm. I went with the Stern Defense adapter, which slides into a 5.56 mag well and lets you use regular 9mm Glock mags, and a stern bolt and a stern barrel. So that is how this is set up. SP tactical brace. Right now we've just got a flash can on the end. I do have a standard flash suppressor on another barrel that I've got that I may stick on there to make it a little shorter for him. I'm not sure yet. We may play around with that and just kind of see what he wants and how he wants it set up, because it's his gun. Primary arms, advanced microdot. Probably throw some M-bus sights on there. And of course a charging handle, because somebody thought they had a spare in the parts bin and forgot that they had already used the spare charging handle in the parts bin and didn't replace it, and thus didn't order a new one whenever they got the parts to put the gun together. I don't know who that could have been. Me. But as soon as I get a new charging handle for this, we're going to get this out of the range and get it zeroed, test fire it, run it. I really want to see how this Stern adapter does, because the cool thing about this is it runs your regular 9mm Glock mags, but you can take the adapter out, just swap out the complete upper for a 5.56 one, and then he can run 5.56 or 9mm, either one, with the one setup. So it gives him a lot of, versatility in what he can do. So this will be getting some video time to be sure. I will be bringing you that and probably have him tag along and see how she shoots. So the other thing that I wanted to show y'all, and you will have to be patient for 1 minute, because in all my prior planning about like the charging handle, I forgot to set it where I could reach it. So stand by. And I'm back. We will be doing a follow-up video, or actually a first-time video, on this Mossberg MVP 5.56, and in particular the Primary Arms Arc 2 scope that we've got on it. I haven't done anything yet with this gun, because when we took it out to do the initial zero on it in the first video, we had some issues, and before I said anything about the issues, I wanted to see what happened and how they got rectified and all that good stuff. So long story short, the gun got sent off to Mossberg, got it back, and whenever we can get out and get the video done on it, I'll fill you in on that whole story and what happened, and we'll see how it shoots, and then we can really start working with this Arc 2 scope from Primary Arms. I really like this scope, just from the little bit that we've played with it and the little bit of shooting we have done with it. So I'm curious to see what we can do. One of my goals with this, my youngest son really wanted this one after shooting a similar gun that my father has. One of my goals with this, though, is to see if we can't put together a short to mid-range precision rifle, again on a poor man's budget, kind of like my poor man's DMR gun. That'll also be another video coming. Got that lined up. So this gun will be getting some airtime as well. Got a couple of other things. Can't give you all the good stuff for the year right in one spot. We gotta save something for a few surprises. But got a few other things that I want to get done. We'll see what time allows, and we'll go from there. It's shaping up to look like a really good 2019. I've got our annual family and friends camping weekend and training weekend coming up in a couple of weeks. I'm going to try to get you guys some video from that, but as I do every year, I say that, and then I get there, we get to doing stuff, and I'm busy participating in what we're doing, and I don't end up getting video done. So I will tell you, my goal and hope is to get some video done. There's some things I won't be doing just from simple OPSEC and PERSEC reasons, but I do want to get you what I can. Now, whether that actually pans out or not is going to be a different story, because like I said, I usually end up getting busy participating in what we're doing, and I can't participate and run video at the same time. So we'll see. I'm not making any promises on that one, just saying that I want to. So we'll play that one by ear. But other than that, lots of good preparedness stuff coming this year. I've already put up a couple of articles over at American Partisan that I wrote. I've got a few more planned that I want to write. I encourage you guys, if you haven't went over to American Partisan and at least gotten on the email list to get notifications, to do so, or just visit it every day. There's a lot of good content going up there. I'm a little biased because I'm contributing to it, but I would dare say that American Partisan is probably the premier place to go for information if you are really, I mean, super serious about being prepared, getting your family and friends and groups squared away. The amount of knowledge and information and stuff that's there from the folks contributing is probably the best on the internet. It really is. So, shameless plug there. Already mentioned stuff I got going on with UW Gear. We're going to be churning that out just as hard as I can this year. Not that I haven't in the past, but going to continue to do that and try to ramp it up if at all possible. A lot of good people out there that I want to get good gear in their hands, just because I've got concerns about where things are going and potential things that have lined up this year to be issues. So that all said, keep your preparedness eyeballs peeled to the net. I'll be putting up some videos. Like I said, go read over at American Partisan. We're going to get the camo testing stuff done. I'm going to get the stern adapter. You'll see that when we take that out. Just a quick note on that, and then I'll wrap up. This setup right here, you guys already know I'm a big fan of AR pistols for the armed prepared citizen. I think they make a lot of sense. My personal 9mm AR that takes Glock mags is a dedicated lower, because I've got dedicated 5.56 guns. I'm a big fan of those because I carry a Glock handgun. I can use my Glock handgun mags in my 9mm AR. If you're on a real tight budget, this stern adapter could be a way to really add some versatility into your setup. Because you could have a Glock handgun, say a 19, 17, either one, 34, and you could put together a 9mm AR pistol with this stern adapter that lets you use Glock mags, and then, just like my son's going to do, have a separate 5.56 upper for it, that all you got to do is remove the adapter, swap the upper, and you've got a 5.56 gun right here on the same platform. If you're in a Glock mags, you're in like Flint. Here's where the stern adapter, I think, is going to offer some expansion into that. They not only have the mag adapters for 9mm Glock mags, but they've got them for several other mags as well, including the Smith & Wesson M&P mags. So if you're not a Glock user, if you are a M&P handgun user, which I like M&Ps as well, the M&P adapter will allow you to use your M&P 9mm mags in a 9mm AR pistol. And then you could still have a 5.56 upper. So you could have two guns in one without the added cost of two complete guns. And the price that you can do this for is fairly affordable, especially if you look at, for your 5.56 upper, one of my obvious preferred vendors of Palmetto State Armory, just some of the crazy prices they've got on their AR stuff, uppers and kits. You're there. We'll delve into some more of the details. I'll drag this out forever if I don't, but I'm just saying there's options for you guys now. If you want a dual purpose AR pistol that'll work with your handgun and you use something other than Glock, you got a couple other options. So 2019's here, guys. Instead of easing up, let's ramp it up. Let's take everything to the next level this year. Keep your preparedness stuff going, and let's get after it and make the best of it, right? Take care, guys. Look forward to riding through this year with y'all. I appreciate everything in last year. This 2018 was a big jump for me in the channel. Some big developments for me in my business. So all of it together, I'm going to build on it, keep the momentum rolling, and we're going to drive into 2019 and just hit it head on. So take care as always, guys, and I appreciate the support. We'll see you in another one.